we have been listening about, AI and automations and everything, right? But here's the big idea for today. So what we are going to discuss is about helping the business owners mainly, right? Because they are the top management, for example, the CEO, CFOs, the CTOs, or the business owners who are running their business standalone. Now, they have to chase the IT team and other departments for simple queries, right? Now, what about them? What if the team could ask a simple question and get a real-time, straightforward answer, right, from the business and business one directly? No reports, no waiting time on IT, right? So that's exactly what we are going to show today. A AI-driven, rack-based autonomous inquiry agent for SAP B1, and we just won't talk about it. We will prove it live, right? So
Yeah,
that's what we are going to do.
yeah. So basically, it actually gives you an extra hand where your IT team does not need to go through all the details of the emails. And whenever the mailbox is actually your agent, which whenever the mailbox receives an email, it will
Yes,
carry on and create the response.
absolutely. So
Yeah.
Abhishek, diving deep into this agent and everything. So firstly, we have seen that there were AI agents, then there were agentic AIs platforms agents, and now we are talking about autonomous agents. Now, can you explain our viewers a bit more into this, like what are these individually, and what is the difference, when to use, and what impacts the business mostly?
Yes, yes, yes. Let me explain it one by one. The first thing that comes in your mind when you start talking about AI is the AI agents. So, what are the AI agents? So, AI agent, you might say that OpenAI has an API. So, whenever you are calling an API with a fixed set of data, that means you are calling an AI with like an agent. So AI will analyze your data and give you a result, and based on that output,
One to one, yes,
you will do something.
correct.
Now there is a difference between the AI agent and agentic AI. So now agentic AI is actually where you have multiple steps. So let's say you ask for uh, invoices. Now,
Yeah,
when you ask for an invoice, you have multiple steps. You have to first identify the business partner. Then you have to find out what are the orders that that business partner has put in, and then you have to identify what are the invoices that are created for those orders.
correct. So
Now there
multiple
are three
calls.
steps. So it the agent is actually, so you are actually obviously calling an API for OpenAI or Claude or anyone, but it has a loop inside it. So it first calls the business partner, then it feeds in that data to your AI agent, and then the AI agent again loops through and calls for the order, and then it again loops through and calls for the invoices. And by this,
Right,
your three AI agent becomes an agentic AI.
right, right.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's
So
a basic thing. Yeah.
basic difference, absolutely. I hope that was, very,
Mm.
interesting and, quick to learn what you have explained. So every viewers can relate that they, for any small queries, even for a very minimal queries, like where is my order, what is my, open invoices, or just random questions take a huge effort for the IT team to generate, build, and that's a lengthy step. But with this, I think it will be much, much, much easier for the users to get the reports. Now, that's what the real problem is. So I'm sure that many of you, recognize. So today, even today, business users wait on IT for almost every report. The answers they need are, buried about in the SAP modules in the different sections. They do not know about tables, objects. What are the different, sections for SAP? They just want to know about their data. Now, what will happen to those users? The they do have reports, but they are not able to use it properly, right? So skilled people are losing hours and hours. Decisions are being made based on gut feelings and everything. So while the answer was already present, but the user is not getting the answer. So that's where the teams keep chasing the data. So and again, it's a very not that it's not happening. People are still following this process, but it's time for a upgradation, right? So that's what the autonomous agents are going to help. Now, for the real ERP reporting today, that's the cycle that you currently have, right? So you have reports which are already pre-built based on some static logics, static queries are there, which is already querying the items or the orders individually, right? So exports the data, whatever the BI tool you have, whatever reporting feature you have, they all are not going to be helpful if you are not getting the reports or the data in time. So time management here is the main factor, right? That is the main problem you are facing. So pre-built reports rarely fit the exact question you are asking.
Exactly. So the old technique is going to be replaced very soon. So if you think of today's world, so whatever you are doing, let's say you go to office and you start open Claude and ask for some queries, the same way you will do with the ERPs as well. So
Yes,
so we are actually minimizing the cost of delay of developing a report, and every report should be in your fingertip. Not only you, actually, the autonomous agent will be able to deliver these reports to your customers as well.
that's very amazing. And so
Yeah,
and I believe in that doing so, people will have I believe people are already joining and they will be having questions. So I'll just request them to park the questions and we'll take one by one at the end. So now talking about this traditional reporting system, so this is a very common cycle that we have. So what we are showing right now on the screen is a very traditional cycle, a business where a business raises a request, and upon that request, so business owners will ask you questions on their layman's language. So they will ask that uh, whether this customer has a credit hold or not, whether the invoice was already paid or not, whether I have duplicate invoices or payment was received but the status was not updated for the order, shipment has been delayed but not reported. So this they will ask generic questions based on natural language, so on their own language. So the IT has to scope and understand what their intent is. Accordingly, they will have to build and develop the report, but it is again static. So one question, one report, right? It's not going one to many. So it's the request is one to one, and they have to test it. There will be revisions, QAs, and multiple other steps, right? And finally, when it gets delivered, the problem has already stalled. So the problem here is timing. But by the time when you get the answer, so think about you have a return window within 2 days, but the IT team already has taken 3 days to generate the report of the, or you have got some delays over there. So the transition period has already gone. Now what will happen to that? So that report is of no use right now. So that's what the traditional reporting cycle is doing right now.
yeah. So Devangan, you said for 2 days. Generally, for nowadays, it becomes 2 hours. So
Yes,
if your customer is not getting an email response within 2 hours, that
yes,
makes
they will
them frustrated. Yeah.
absolutely.
So that is why
Absolutely.
you need a lot of resources to handle those emails in your day-to-day work. So you
Work.
have to keep a lot of resources engaged to reply on those emails in the support.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So here's the opportunity. Like imagine real time service agent services, are getting answers with minimal dependency on the IT. Your team asks questions in plain language. The answers are grounded already in live SAP Business One data. Business context is applied automatically, and now you get an answer without anyone building a report, right? So that's the opportunity that FCI is building for you. Now that's the shift that you'll have to, I mean, that you are seeing. So from waiting for reports to having a conversation with your data via mails, or so email is acting as your agent over here, right? So you can directly ask the question and get the answer. So that's what we are talking about. That's the shift that we'll be seeing.
Exactly,
So
exactly. And in the live demo, you will see how the autonomous agent is actually creating the responses on the fly.
that's great. That's great. So
Yeah.
I think Abhishek, without moving or saying much, let's just directly move to the demo and show our users how easy it is and how easily it can be built or deployed in production for use. So let's just take some real world examples, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to do. So, so this is our platform where so you go to appse.ai. So this is our website where you get to know about the platform, and here you will see a lot of platform features and the integrations, the AI agents, all those things. So I'll not go into these details. You can check it yourself. Now, what I would do, I would just click on this getting started. I was already logged in, so let me log out first. So I have so this is my login screen. So when you click on getting started, so you will be provided with this login screen. And here you can create a new user, or you can if you have already have login credentials, you can go there for using already user. So I have a user account, so I will just log into this. So I will go to my account. So this is my home screen, and this is the menu. So I will just go to the workflow, and this is my workflow, and I will start creating a workflow here. So this is a blank canvas, and you can see click to start. So from here we will start developing a new workflow. So what for this demo, what I will do, I will start creating by creating a new node for Microsoft Outlook. So what I will do, whenever your mailbox is receiving an email, it will start the trigger, and it will continue the flow. So I will use a specific email for the sender email for simplicity purpose, so that we do not get bombarded with a lot of emails that are coming into my mailbox. Now, if I use the other one, then all the emails to my mailbox will be treated as a new email. But I will use a specific sender. So Debangan will help me sending the
Mhm.
emails. Yeah, yeah. So
So
I will
basically,
just
what
type his name. Yeah, yeah. Go
yeah,
ahead,
so
Debangan.
basically what we are trying to achieve here, I believe, Abhishek, is that definitely there will be a support or dedicated sales email where everyone is raising their queries, right? So it can be treated as the inbox for the automation agent, and everyone will get their own queries sorted, responded to.
Exactly, exactly. So, Debangan, I would ask you to send an email so that I'll
Absolutely,
get a
absolutely.
response.
So how
Yeah.
about let us just start with a very basic and initial step. So let me just send you an email about a customer inquiring about their credit limit.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. Okay.
just give me a minute. I'll
So
just
this is
shoot.
my mailbox. So I will be receiving an email from
Yes.
Debangan very shortly.
Yeah, I've sent you the email.
Okay. So it will come in. Yeah, so there is a Devangan has just sent me an email. I will not open this because I would so whenever we open it through this node, it will get the data. So it got the data that Devangan has sent credit limit check, could you please let me know whether my account is currently credit hold? So this is entirely a natural language question that Devangan has asked, and I would use the autonomous agent to get this query answered, right? So now before we start, so let me add a decision node. So that just for simplicity, because sometimes it receives no email, but you need to ensure that it receives an email, it has a data to process it further. So I would say payload.id. So this is the ID. So whenever there is no data inside this node, it won't process the next node. Then I would, so this is a decision node. So I would just rename this. So I can rename it if data exists. That means whenever somebody is sending an email, it will go to the true only when there is data. Otherwise, it won't go. Okay. Now, next I would go to create an AI agent. You might be seeing this as beta, but it is already developed, so you can use it in production as well. It will be released very shortly. So now I would just go ahead and create my prompt. This is the same thing, just how we ask Claude or the AI agents like ChatGPT. So I would just put a prompt. So there is two things. One is the regular prompt and the instructions. So let me type in the regular prompt. The regular prompt is where you pass the data. So I will put I'll create an heading, input data. Okay, and then I would pass the customer context, customer email subject. And if I run the previous node, so I haven't replied to this, so it will get me the context. So I can put the context. So you can see in preview, you'll see the customer subject is credit limit check. The credit limit check is coming from this node. Okay. Now customer email body, because the primary question that Devangan has asked is inside the body itself. So I would pass that data to my AI, and then sender. So I am for timing, I'm using SAP B1. So for sender context, I would say from SAP B1, because that is my primary application. Okay. I would also add a few more details like contact name. Why I'm adding? Because I want my replies to address Devangan's name rather than Devangan's email ID. So email ID would look very odd. So, and also I would pass contact email. Okay, contact email is Devangan's email ID. So I'm passing it to AI. And next, after the data, I would create the task for the AI agent. So I would put another heading, task, resolve the senders. So the first thing, so from data, what we are getting is the email ID. So the first thing I have to identify is whether the email ID exists in the ERP or not. I mean SAP. So I would first ask the sender before doing anything. I would have to ask to call my tool, my rack tool. So I will add the rack tool later. So I will ask the rack tool to resolve my identification. So for that, I would type in sender's card code, because card code is the primary key of the business partner here in SAP, the, business, 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 So I would add this lookup tool. I am explicitly saying to use the email address to filter and get the card code from the business partner API. This is my guardrail. So do not skip this even if email signature names a company. That means if it is just sending an email from another company like contact at the rate xyz.com or uh, corp at the rate xyz.com, still it will go to the business partner resolution and find the business partner from the ERP database. And I would say finally, you should generate. This is my last step. So after resolving, it will generate an email response based on query mentioned by the customer. The reply should be one-to-one such that it looks like an email reply for the query sent by the user. Okay, so I am using the very basic natural language to ask the AI to provide me the details, right? So this is my first step and this is my last step. So I can add a lot of intermediate steps in between. So I'm not adding for timing. I'll execute the first step and then I would show you. So in the preliminary instruction, I would set up the role. So role is you are the SAP B1 intelligent service agent for appse AI. You resolve customer inquiries using live SAP B1 data via your connected tools. So this so why I'm giving this instruction, because AI does not know about my ERP data, right? So I would ask AI to connect to my RAG tools. RAGs are the retrievable augmented generation. So these are kind of, you can say, an API for the AI agents. So it will call the API or the RAG tools to get the data for a particular instruction that I pass in. So I would explicitly ask that you resolve customer inquiries via the connected tools only. So you don't go to the web search or anything. Rather, you would only go to the connected tools, right? Or I would also say escalate. So in case you cannot resolve the tool, or someone has really created some random question which your ERP does not have the data of, in that case, I would say to escalate to the human. How would you escalate? To create by creating a support call. So escalate to a human team when you cannot verify an answer with certainty. Now, capabilities. So that is another point that you want to write. So capabilities are where you define the tools. So capabilities, let's say the first tool that I use, you use RAG tool to check senders code and explain details. So there are a lot of RAG tools that you can add. I'll get one by one. So let us skip for this moment, and I would just add one RAG tool, and I would see how it works now. So let us continue. So I haven't added any LLM, so I'll have to add an LLM. So That is why it is giving me an error. So I am just adding an LLM. I would rather go for 4.1 because otherwise it will be using lot of tokens. Now, so the LLMs has been added. Now what I will do, I will add a tool. So this is my RAG tool, and it is connected to my SAP Business One. I would name this RAG tool as Get Business Partner by email, because I am using an email to resolve the business partner, right? And here I would choose the action get customer, and I would have to also define what is what is the RAG tool is will be doing. So retrieves, let's say retrieves partner BP details using is sender's email address. Right. So the RAG tool has also been added. I would not put anything here. Continue. So the RAG tool is added. Now let us see what is the output of this. So I would just quickly run this. Now you see this is in progress and it is calling OpenAI. So OpenAI is actually calling the RAG tool. The identification is here, and then it will give me the output. Okay, so it gave me an output. Uh, okay, so it could not resolve. So maybe something. Okay. I would have to explicitly mention this. This is one-time job. So whenever you are writing the instruction, you have to mention all the RAG tools that you have created, and you have to mention how these RAG tools will behave. Use. Okay, so I am using the dollar filter to filter by email address and text. Let us see if it runs now.
So it's just a drag and drop, mapping, and so
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
sorry. So a normal language anyone is typing just to make the AI agent understand what their requirement is, what their intent is.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go to just 1 minute. I just open up. Yeah. So this is the same thing. Let's just quickly run this. See. Yeah. So you see, so it actually got the data. So you can see the card code rag 1. So rag 1 is the card code of the of Devangan, and card name is Devangan, email ID. So it actually retrieves the data from SAP. So it does the same thing. So it actually got the data from this RAG tool, which I have just mentioned here, and it uses these fields these fields are retrieved from the RAG, and finally it got the data and it sends an email. So I will just pass on. So this email, the text and the result. So I just passed on the result here. So this data will be sent as an email. So if I just run this, yeah, so the email has been sent. So I will just quickly show you. So this is the email, and if I see, so the email has been sent, and it identifies Devangan, as well as it identifies the credit limit, it identifies the account balance, and if there is any credit hold, or if frozen, if payment block is there or not. So all these informations are retrieved through my AI agent, and it got sent. Now this is a very basic thing that I have just implemented now. uh, so let us go to a full-fledged one. So this is the one that I have developed previously, where the basic idea is the same things, where I am receiving the emails from Debangan. Uh, if uh, Then I am passing the same data to the AI agent, and there I have defined a lot of tasks. So you have to explicitly define them. I would ask you to use AI for to develop this prompt as well. So AI can generate this prompt. I mean the chat GPT or anything, whatever result you want, you can generate the prompt as well as the preliminary instructions. And after you generate, you can do the adjustment, and you can use the prompt in the AI agent. And these act tools, yeah, Devangan, you want to say
So
something?
that's awesome. Like one can add as many number of rack tools and just get their queries resolved.
Yes, yes, yes. So this is an extensive. So I was just typing the first line to resolve the sender address, but here I have mentioned a lot more thing, because sometimes you might want the rack tool to act differently. So this is my business
Correct.
partner resolution rack tool, and I have defined all these rack tool information here in capabilities. So if you see capabilities, so all these rack tools are defined here. So I also need to add the guardrails. So non-negotiable is the guardrails, like you should not do this, you should not never state any fact unless the tool call in this conversation returned it. So all these guardrails you need to provide, and I have provided the tool information in different phases. Phase one is to use the get business partner tool to resolve the card code. Then there are other tools definition as well. So I would go one by one on all the tools. So the second tool that I have used is contact person info. So it receives so from the card code, it actually retrieves the contact person. So if somewhere it is required to retrieve the contact person, it can actually identify and retrieve the information. For instance, let's say you are sending from a contact person email. So in that case, you want the uh, support to call to your phone number. So this contact person will get the phone number and create the support ticket with the phone number, which is retrieved from the ERP as well. Third tool that I have added is the sales invoices. So if customer asks, so you don't know what the customer is going to ask. So he can ask anything from the ERP. So I also require to add the invoices. Next is order details. So he might ask for a specific order that is placed recently. So it can ask that. Fifth is internal user directory. Sometimes the logistic department will need the SAP internal user ID to define who is handling the particular use case that the customer is asked. So that way you can give the information about that particular user to connect to, rather than connecting to a support. Uh, Next tool is about delivery note. So if the customer is asking for a delivery of a particular order, it can resolve that. And finally, the incoming payments. So if customer is looking for the payment details, whether the payment is applied to your ERP or payment is received or not, those things. If someone is doing a dunning request for to their email, so for that dunning notice, you can ask whether, if you have already paid, the customer can ask why my payment is not reflecting to your ERP. So all these queries will be answered through a set of tools. You can add as many tools as you want, and you define all of them together in this prompt, and it will work on them. And I have also stated to escalate. So if the the tools are not resolving the question that is asked, it will escalate. So it will either try to automatically resolve, or otherwise it will escalate. If it escalates, then it will create a service call. Otherwise, it will create a reply. So let us try some random questions. So I have a list. So Devangan, you might also have a list. So can you send me few emails
Yes,
so that I
absolutely.
can answer? Yeah.
So let me just take some random questions out of this list and we'll try it out.
So this is
So,
this is not inclusive list. So you might want to have a lot of other. You can have any scenario. So I just created a list from for testing purpose, and yeah, Devangan will send me
so
some questions. He will not send me. He will send the AI agent.
AI agent.
Yeah,
So yeah,
exactly.
Abhishek, I've just sent you an email asking for a query. So
Okay.
let's see how autonomous agent is
Okay.
helping us on this way.
Yeah. Let me wait for the email. I don't see. Yeah, so there is two emails. So the credit check I have already answered, I think. So this one I will look at. Rather than looking at, I will just execute the agent. Yeah, I can see your name is getting resolved by AI agent, and it is getting passed to
Yes.
the OpenAI node.
So this
Uh,
in progress and tick marks, these are very interesting to see.
yeah, yeah.
So you can
That,
actually see where the data is getting processed in which area.
yes, yes, yes. And you have, I think you have asked for invoices in your email.
Yes.
So that is why the
Yes.
invoice flag tool is getting called.
It's
Yeah.
great to see.
So it already generated the output, and it is parsing the output here through output parser. So output parser is nothing but a simple JSON response. So whatever response, whatever type of response you want, you can type it in JSON here, and it will give you the result in that format. So if I see here, it actually got the response, right? Yeah, so it auto resolved, and it actually returned his result for his query. Devangan, you got
Yes.
the
I got the
response.
email.
Yeah, he got the email. So I will just quickly show what response it sent. So I would go to the sent items. Yeah, so you can see, so the AI agent actually got two invoices for which he has asked. So I will just read through his email. Could you please send me a list of current open invoices and the outstanding amount. So it is a very random, natural question which your customers can ask to your ERP, and it responded like this. So
Okay.
invoice 1048 and invoice 1060, we are open with the
Great.
value. But our total outstanding is this. Devangan, are you happy with
Great.
the result?
Absolutely. So this is all about invoice. Let me just check this thesis AI module with
Mhm.
some other modules random question.
Other
So let
questions,
me
yeah.
just ask something about orders and items. Let's see how
Yeah,
it
yeah.
goes.
Sure, sure, sure. Go ahead.
So okay, I've just sent you
Yeah, so
two
you have sent me.
emails
Okay, two
at a
emails.
time,
I don't
and we'll
want to
see.
see, so I
Yeah.
would want AI to see these emails and reply. So I will just go and run. Yeah. So the first step is, I think it is doing very fast. Okay, so it already called three RAG tools and it answered one, and it is doing the next query. So there is two emails. So it will, yeah, I think for one of them there is an service call create. I don't know which one. So I just quickly go to the responses. So now I can read these. So we are planning for bulk order of for Q3. Interesting. Can you confirm the current stock availability for this and the unit price at 500 quantity? Okay. So he asked for an available to promise thing where he asked for this product and he want to buy 500 quantity. I think something has happened here. So this is the ATP query. Okay. So AI has actually created a ticket. So a service call has been created and the ID is 36. And you
That's
can
awesome.
see, yeah, you can see the result. So someone will connect through this lead without so without the people to look at the email, it creates a service call which can be resolved easily by someone. And the other one you have asked something about a particular order, right? Order 1 2 3 4.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So he asked for the dispatch date. Now let us see what it responds. Yeah, so order I have confirmed, it's already dispatched.
I
So
just wanted to test it out.
Devang, Devangan, you will be receiving it very
The
shortly, and the
item.
tracking number is this one.
Yes.
Perfect, perfect.
That's great. So, uh,
Yeah. Do you want to
I
test any more?
yes,
Or
absolutely. I am all in. So it's very interesting. So let me just write another email
okay.
about a very frustrated customer.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so let's assume they have been billed twice for a single order.
Oh, okay.
So mistakes can happen because human is creating this data in ERP and everything, right? So if you do not have
Yeah.
an automation, this errors you are expecting to have. So yep, I've sent you an email.
Oh, okay, okay. Perfect. So I would not read it. So it's continuously poking me to click on the email, but I would not read it. Okay, so I'll go ahead and run this. I would ask my AI agent to read. Oh, it called invoices and it got an output. Yeah, yeah, it already replied to you. So let us see. Okay, so I'm seeing two invoices for the same order. This can't be right. Make this correct. Oh, awesome. So I would just check. Yeah, 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 yeah. I when you first asked about the invoices, I was
Hmm.
also thinking about the same thing because the invoices are of same amount. Yeah,
Yes,
so these
yes,
are duplicate invoices. It identified it, and these are currently open. So so detailed summary has been already put in. Yeah. Perfect.
yes.
So you can play around with your queries with to your ERPs always. So
Absolutely,
I would
absolutely,
jump back to my presentation again, and I would hand over to you, Devangan, so you can carry on from here.
absolutely. So, so let's just rewind what just happened. So we have seen on screen some magic happening. So I'm just typing in the query, and an agent is already has this data readily checked from my live ERP system, and it is just responding to me in email. So, so let's just rewind, take a moment, and understand what just happened. So, what Abhishek did is that he received some questions based on natural language format, right? So here's the quick recap. Now, the question was very unique. Every scenario was random and in a natural language. So what the agent did is that the agent broke the intent into subqueries. It retrieved the data from SAP Business One based on those subqueries, and it made its own reasoning based on the capabilities it has, the access to rack tools it has got, and it completely formed a picture within itself and delivered a consolidated answer. Right? It did not give any. I mean, it did not hallucinate. It just gave me the answer which is already accurate and present in my ERP system, and it's very time saving. So with its resources, that's the RAG workflow end to end that we have seen just now on screen in action. And thanks to Abhishek so for explaining how easily it can be done via appse. So very, it it's just a drag and drop feature, and whatever you need the agent to do, you just type in simple language, right? So that's how the RAG will perform. Now, there are certain advantages as well to this. Now, what are the advantages we are talking about? We are talking about the business owners getting answers on their own. So they do not have to, wait for any IT team, IT department to generate their reports, reply back to them. So it's very time consuming. So that question was received in natural language. The agent broke down the queries, and it already has answered to the business owner that okay, this is your resolution. If something is not resolvable, then it is already creating a service call, right? So AI module does the heavy lifting. Deci- Decisions are already made in the real time data. It keeps in a lean technical footprint on SAP Business One. So whatever queries are being called, the tools, they're actually calling the SAP Business One API itself, right? But it's not giving you the burden to check, okay, this is my item table is OITM, this is my customer table is OCRD. So it's not allowing you to do the technical part. It's already doing the heavy lifting on its own, right? So you can, and obviously you can add any data sources with ease. So it's just drag and drop and click. Right? So that's how AppCI is delivering these advantages to your business.
Yeah. So you are actually providing the AI, the guardrails and everything such that it can go to your data set only. And based on the queries that is asked, if your AI agent could resolve it, it can get you the result dynamically, or otherwise it will create a support ticket. Whenever the question is something where the AI agent could not resolve, it creates the support ticket. So that way, you are reducing the amount of resources by 90%. So the users of yours who is accessing the ERP day in day out, they will be free by 90% of their
Yes.
time.
So
Yeah.
they can be more productive. It's not like whether you are going to use this automation AI and all things. It's the strategic decision I believe that you have to take, that where to use and how to use. right? So
Exactly,
that's the
exactly.
more strategic question over here.
Mhm.
So if you have, I
So
believe time right now is the most precious, thing that you have got. So if you have got more time, you can be more productive. If someone, so it's just taking the load on itself. It's not allowing you to do the boring job or, generating, giving a lot of developers time to generate and create the report. So it's a very one-to-one. So you mail and you get the response in mail. That's how
Mhm.
is it is.
Yeah, you are free to do something else, which is
Yeah,
more
absolutely.
productive and for your business. Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Right.
So
Yeah. Now we are open for
I
Q&A, right? Yeah.
I already see a few questions that have come up.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll start taking one by one. Let me
Okay.
just, all right. So we have just talked about SAP. Okay. Now,
Mhm.
this question is, how does the agent connect to SAP Business One? And does it need any changes or customization to the existing setup?
No, no,
So,
no. So we have built these tools on top of the APIs. So your SAP will have the inbuilt system of service layer. So these rack tools are not just nothing but uh, the layer over your APIs. So internally, it is calling the API. Even if you are connecting to an MCP, it is also internally calling an API only, right?
right.
So you already have the setup, and you just need our rack tools to connect to your
React
API
tools to
for the
connect.
data. Right? Exactly.
Yes, because I believe already what you are using or we are using is the standard REST API calls
REST
that
APIs.
ACP. Yes, yes, and
Exactly, exactly. So you don't have to do any setup on your SAP.
correct.
Mhm.
So how about let me just take up the next question. I believe the that was the answer that you were looking for. So I'll just take up the next question. So
Mhm.
how accurate are the answers and how do we know the agent isn't hallucinating or making numbers up?
Okay, so you have seen the output. So it is based on the real data from your ERP. And on the hallucination side, uh, if you keep open-ended prompts, so you if you don't specify the guardrails. So I have explained that I have put in guardrail such that it will only answer based on the tools that I have provided. So that means you are already giving the AI a guardrail that you should not go anything outside
Beyond
the
this,
data.
outside
Yeah, and data is coming from your ERP only.
ERP only.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly,
And
exactly.
there's a follow-up question to this one itself. So
Mhm.
is the ERP data secure? Where does the data go when a question is asked, and does it anything leave our environment?
Okay, so that is a $1 million question actually. If you go to any of the service providers like OpenAI or Claude, they have specifically written that their model is not being trained by these data. So whatever prompt you are using and you are passing your data to your AI models are not being tracked anywhere by their terms of use. So you can say that it is secure and your data is not going to uh, uh, I mean make adjustment to the AI models, and your data is not going to be public anywhere.
Right, right.
Yes.
Uh, that I believe that explains most of it. So I'll just take two more questions, and I think this we can you can
Yeah.
directly email to us. So I'll just take two more questions. One is okay. Let's take this one. I think this is interesting. So how long does it take to deploy, and what does the setup process actually involve, or someone needs a training or not? About how much training does one need to deploy this?
There is no training, so you just need to type the prompt.
Yes, basically, even at
I
points
have
you do
just
not have to.
created.
Right,
Ye-
right. So at
uh,
points you do not have to even type. You just drag and drop. You take the data
exactly,
and drop it.
exactly. So it is
Right,
just you have to configure it here. There is nothing else.
right. Okay. Last question we'll take for today.
Mhm.
Uh, so does it work only with SAP Business One, or can we connect other systems like our CRM, e-commerce, data later on?
No, you can connect to any system. It's just the RAG tool. So if we have developed the RAG tool, or if we have the MCP URL, you can connect to that app. Currently, I have just shown the SAP B1, but there are tools which can connect to SAP ECC, which can connect to Shopify or any application, business applications, and even the REST APIs. So we have the HTTP node which can connect to any HTTP, any APIs in the world. Yeah, and your AI can get data from that.
That's awesome. That's great. So I believe, yeah, that will be all for today. So rest of the questions, I think you can directly mail to our mail inbox. You can directly reach out, support at the rate appseconnect.com. You can directly reach out sales at the rate appseconnect.com, and all your queries and concerns will be answered. So before we wrap, I think here's how we take this forward, right? So
Mhm.
first, explore AI-driven ERP inquiry with FCI. Secondly, you identify your team's top data questions, right? So what are your most, used or most daily basis questions are, right? What people are asking you more. So accordingly, you keep the ones where people are chasing for the data. And finally, let's look at deploying the inquiry agent on your recipe business one. And definitely we'll follow up everyone who has been reaching out to us and on how to get started. So
Yeah,
thank you.
that's it.
Yes,
I would ask everyone to try out our new platform, appse AI, and create your own customized agent. You will always get the one that I have just shown. So I will upload it to our marketplace. You can find it from there. But otherwise, you can also try it yourself in this platform. Every tools are ready. Yeah, thank you
absolutely.
everyone for joining
Thank you,
us,
everyone. Thank you
and
for joining.
thank you so much, Devangan, for helping me with the
Absolutely.
presentation.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Abhishek. That was
Yeah,
a very interesting and lovely topic. So thank you all for being here and for staying for so long. We will share the recording and resources so you can review it anytime you want. And if you want us to have a talk with us, you can directly reach out to our team. Have a great day.